everyone. My name is Tamara, and this is episode 55 of the Caffeinated Craft Mamas podcast. My podcast all about my crafty life in Southwest Missouri, where I live with my partner Richard, our 3 kids, and our dog. Today is March 31st, and it is 7:46 p.m. I am cutting it down to the wire for March's episode, but I'm going to get it done. So we'll get the admin-y stuff out of the way, and then we will talk about the couple of whips I have worked on. If you would like to follow me on social media, please feel free to do so. I'm only active over on Instagram, and maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks do I post, but you can find me over there. I do scroll Instagram a lot, I just don't post a lot. So yeah, I am the caffeinated _craft_mama. I'm sure I've already put that up there. Okay, we have no notes, we have no nothing, so the first thing I want to talk about is what am I wearing? This is my sweater that does not have a name. I will put the name of the pattern designer here because I never can remember, and my notes are downstairs from a couple of podcast episodes ago. This is knit out of Knit Picks Stroll and Sparkle Heather, I believe. And it's just a little cool in the house. It's a, brioche, kind of brioche something. I really like the pattern. I already have plans for another one. It's comfortable, very oversized, got a bit of a bat wing to it. I just really enjoy it for like that comfy, cozy, it's really been a craft day and I really don't want to wear clothes, so I put this on kind of thing. I'm drinking a prime mix, like prime stick thing mixed with water and coconut water because I worked out today. Okay, so first thing we're going to talk about, the Estrella sweater. It hasn't been touched since you guys saw it last. I have mostly been focusing on one whip when I have been knitting, so hopefully the Estrella sweater will get more work in the coming weeks, but we shall see. So I didn't want anybody to think I'd frogged it. I haven't. It's just sitting down there. All right, so my first whip is the one that's been getting the most love. This is the Neon Nectar by Woolen Pine Designs. This is a sample for my friend Andy, the Naughty Knitress. It has one full sleeve and one sleeve that is lacking, I believe, 10 rows and an Italian bind off. So up next will be to pick up this collar. Knitting through the week hasn't really been happening. Most of my knitting is happening Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So the plan is to try to get this to the bind off so that Friday, Saturday, or Sunday I can do the bind off. And I would like to do the collar this coming weekend. That would leave me just the body. And I really would like to have this done for April's episode. I really would. It's a fun pattern. Where is it? Right here. I am going to knit one for myself out of this Quaker Hill by Plymouth Yarns. It's 50% wool, 50% alpaca, and the color is raisin, so it's just really dark. I actually got this yarn from Andy. I bought it from her yarn store. That's not going to fit back in there. The yarn that I am knitting this out of is Blue Moon Fiber Co.'s Crack Paca in the colorway Green That Sings. And that stitch marker, I'm trying not to get the sweater in my drink, is one Andy made me. So, this project is just full of Andy, which is awesome because it's for her. So yeah, that is the big goal, is to get that done and off the needles. 1, so I can start myself one, and 2, I've had the yarn for a long time, so I would really like to get that back to her now that it's going to be too warm for her to wear it. Gotta love that, right? It's fine. She doesn't care. It's me that cares. All right, next up is my flax sweater, which is living in my little Trader Joe's shopping bag that I bought when my mom and I went to Trader Joe's over spring break when we took my kids to the zoo. I'll talk about that at the end. This is a flax sock. It is being knit out of Queensland Perth in the colorway Yarra River. So this is what the cake looks like. And I really like the yarn. It's a little toothier than I am used to, but I do like it. And we are, I would say, about a quarter of the way through the yoke. Maybe a little farther. So yeah, it's striping up beautifully. I have seen this yarn washed and blocked in something else, and it turned out to be just gorgeous once it was blocked. Again, I'm hoping for something like this, something that is just easy for me to throw on over a pair of jeans, over a pair of dress pants, whatever, honestly, to sleep in. I will probably sleep in this. I enjoy sleeping in hand knits because I freeze to death at night. So it does have the garter stitch panel. I debated on doing that, but I went ahead and threw that in there. I have knit this sweater before, but it is rare for me to do the garter stitch panel, so I went ahead and did it. So yeah, that's about all there is on that. And honestly, that's all the knitting I have. I lack, it's downstairs, but I lack the cuff on one pair of socks that I've had on the needles since November. They're a pair of Christmas socks. I literally have 10 rows and an Italian bind off. Or no, 20 rows of 1x1 rib and an Italian bind off. It would take me an evening. I just haven't done it. And I have other socks I want to knit, so I need to just get my butt in gear. But, 'tis life. Okay, I do have spinning to talk about. So, and it's in here actually. I finished my second bobbin of Divine Dye Works Night Sky. And I am really glad that I decided to change up my Traveler hoodies spin some. So if you've been here for a bit, you know that I was spinning this, and I originally was going to do 6 of these and ply them together for a 3-ply. That's boring, guys. 6 4-ounce braids? That's boring. So I decided to change it up. And I was going through my stash. Or no, those are 6 ounce. Excuse me. Those are 6 ounces a piece. So it would have been 6 6-ounce braids. I'm sorry. And so I was going through my stash, and I had this gorgeous fiber that my friend Sarah gave me. I have a pound of this. Amber braided it for me because it was just in a big heap. Isn't that beautiful? So, goodness, I have started spinning this as the second ply. Isn't it pretty? So I will ply one of these bad boys with one of these. Then I am going to take, now this is part of my haul from Eureka Springs, just letting you know. I'm going to take, where is it? This dark purple, like dark, more of a reddy purple. This medium purple, that's more of like a blue purple. And this black. And I am going to separate each ball that is 4 ounces into 2 ounces. And then I'm going to separate that 2 ounces into either 8 or 16 pieces. I'm thinking 8, but we'll see. I haven't decided yet. And then I'm going to spin those piles in a specific order. So I'll go black, dark, light, black, dark, light, whatever. So that when I ply these together, my Traveler's hoodie will have a bit of a striping effect to it. I'm really excited about it. So there's that. And that's really the only spinning I've been doing. I have been spinning a lot more. I've been taking the wheel to the yarn store with me when I work at the yarn store, and I've been working more at the yarn store recently. Excuse me. So I've been working there some more. I've been trying to just pull off a little hunk and, spin for 30, 45 minutes every day. Life's been really busy, so I haven't always gotten to do that, but I've been trying. Okay. That's going to be really noisy if I put the lid back on it, so I'm just going to leave it open for a minute. Okay, so let's talk about Eureka. Because if you're here for just the knitting stuff, I'm already done. And I will see you guys at the end of April if you're here for that. If not, and you want to do life and junk, stick around. We had spring break this month, and the beginning of spring break was really chill. We didn't do a whole lot, hung around the house. Honestly, we slept a lot. I dyed my hair. I took out most of the blue. This was supposed to be gray, and it just didn't quite turn out. So I have some purple coming, like a violet color. We're going to try to put over this and just see what happens. I'm not a huge fan of this color, but I don't hate it either. Just not quite what I was anticipating it being, which is okay. Oh yeah, so then we went to the zoo. The zoo was good. The kids had a good time. It was gorgeous weather. The Japanese lanterns were there. I'll pop some photos in here of them. Olivia is really into anime and Japanese culture, so she really enjoyed that. We got her a Japanese parasol while we were there. We're hoping next year to go stay at an Airbnb and do the Animals Aglow, where they light up all the lanterns. And after that, like I said, we went to Trader Joe's where I got my cool bag. I thought it was really cute. It has little pockets in it. I got one for Amber too. And, a bunch of stuff that we always buy up there. I buy like 12 hand soaps every time I go because I love them. And they smell really good, and I'll give them as gifts and stuff like that. So yeah, we did that. And then that was Thursday. And then Friday was Eureka Springs. And we had so much fun. It was myself, my mom, Holly, and Amber that went, and we had such a good time. We got down there, we ate lunch, and then we went to the show. I got that fiber that I showed you guys. And then I got this fiber. This is from Renee's Revolutions. Isn't that pretty? I just love it. Gray and purple and black. And it is called Amethyst Geode, and it's 100% Coriadale. I have yet to spin with 100% Coriadale, so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with this. I will probably ply it with something else. I have a couple options in stash. I just don't know what yet. I mean, I still have 4 braids of That Night Sky I could do. There's a lot of options, so. And it's not like I'm going to be spinning on anything but my Traveler's hoodie until that's done anyway. What else did I get? I'll pop a picture in of my haul up here, but I mean, I want to show you guys the stuff I have at hand. Hang on. So, Yarn Dragon Fibers, who I love her yarn, and she's always there. This year has kind of broken my brain a little bit. Guys, I don't usually like green, okay? I need to preface that. So she's got like a book series going on right now. This is called Forbidden Love. I mean, it's not even as pretty in the camera as it is in real life. I mean, do you see? It's just everything my little dark colored heart desires. They're all just these dark, moody. I'm so excited. I already know what sweater this is going to be. I cannot think of the name of it to save my life. I will put a picture and the name of it right here. It is a broken ribbed Henley. that I got when the designer had a pattern sale recently. So that's what this is going to be, and I am so excited about it. That is one thing I tried to do when we were at Eureka, was I really bought with intention. I bought with, what am I going to do with this? The only thing that I didn't have a solid plan when I purchased was the Corriedale. And that's all. Everything else, I was like, I know exactly what I'm doing with this when I bought it. Because I have a big stash. Well, I say a big stash. I have this, and then I have the sock yarn is all downstairs. But, I have 11 sweaters quantities worth of yarn, not counting what I'm spinning or what I could spin into a sweaters quantity. I don't need to be buying any more yarn. So when I buy it, it needs to have intention. So then Saturday, Amber and I ran the yarn store, and that was a lot of fun. I love working with Amber. I love getting to hang out with my best friend and knit all day and talk about knitting and do things with knitting. It's great. One of my besties. And I bought this because I didn't need any more yarn. I bought this with a purpose, though, again. So this is Heritage sock yarn. Virginia just started carrying it, and I just loved this purple. I almost bought a purple that was a little... It was more of a dusky purple at the Fiber Festival. But it was out of my budget. I had already spent my budget plus a little, and I didn't want to go overboard, so I didn't. This is slated to be a Tegna top, or Tegna top, however you say that. I'll put a picture in here. It's a Caitlin, is it? Yeah, it's a Caitlin Hunter pattern. I have knit 2 of these before. One I knit before I understood gauge well, and before I understood what kind of yarn I needed. Then I knit one for a family photo deal, but it was not my color at all because I had to fit into like a theme. It was light pink. Ugh. I gave it to my mother. So my mom got a nice top out of it, but it just gave me the ick. So I'm going to knit another one in this. I am really excited about it. I think it will show that lace pattern at the bottom really well. I typically do my Tegna tops to at least here for the sleeve, or a bit of a longer sleeve. And I usually add an extra 2 or 3 inches to the body at least. I like to be able to wear these over pants. I understand I'm still going to have to wear a tank top under it, but I still like to be able to wear my pants instead of just a dress. I can do that too, but yeah, so there's that. So yeah, I'm sitting here getting inspired by looking at all my yarn. I do have a couple of future cast-ons coming up. I have, my mom and Holly are going on vacation together with my dad and Holly's husband. And they are wanting to knit a sweater together. They bought yarn for it at Eureka. I cannot think of the name of it again. It's a Woolen Pine Designs. I will put the name here. I will pop a picture here. And this will be a stretch of their skills a bit. Not so much Holly as it will be for Mom, because Mom has never knit color work before. So Amber and I are going to knit the sweater with them. I shouldn't speak for Amber. I am going to knit with them. Amber had said she was going to. And we are going to cast it on and hopefully get them through the first color change before they go on the trip. Everything else my mom has done before, she's just never done color work. So we thought this would be a good way to introduce her to color work, because most of it's 1 by 1. It won't be hard for her. And she's capable. She is 100% capable. So yeah, that is about it. Not super crazy around here. I haven't been doing any reading, though I need to. This summer we're going to have to hit the books hard, guys. Book 6 and book 7. So excited. And I need to get through Crescent City because I'm behind. I'm really behind. It's bad. But I will. I will do it this summer. I have them all on Audible. I will knit and I will listen to a book and it will be fabulous. I guess in life and junk too, I've officially put in my notice at work. I will not be returning next fall. I will be a full-time student at MSU for early childhood. I am really sad to not be going back. I love my job and I love what I'm doing this year. I love my teacher. So I'm really sad to leave her, but this will get me into the classroom much faster. There was really no way for me to continue working full-time and go to school because a lot of MSU's classes are required to be seated and they only offer so many, so I have to take what they offer. I will still be subbing. I hopefully will be at Shady Dell a lot, but it'll still be different. But I'm glad and I'm excited about it and it should be really cool. I'm nervous. I'm really nervous. Even though I know I'm capable, I know I can do it, it's still like nerve-wracking to go back to school at 36. I should be ready to do my student teaching fall of 2028 and I can be teacher of record then, which means I can apply for teaching jobs and my supervisor can kind of check in on me, make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And then the hope is that they like me and they let me stay on and finish out the year and I get my first year of teaching experience while I'm student teaching and being paid as a teacher while I'm student teaching. That would be cool too. But yeah, I'm just rambling at this point. I went and bought my first MSU t-shirt last night. Tonight actually. I went after the gym and it was kind of cool to be in the bookstore and walk around and be on campus. I went to a small technical college here in town. I went to OTC. MSU is huge compared to OTC. So especially OTC and 08. You could probably fit OTC and 08's campus in MSU's football field. It was small. Especially the part of campus I needed to go to because I only went to 2 buildings the entire 2 years I was there. So it will be very different for me. But like I said, I'm really excited. All right, well, I'm going to hop off here because at this point I'm just rambling. I will see you guys at the end of April, hopefully with at least 1 finished object, if not 2. I mean, if I can't get 20 rows and a bind off done, somebody needs to come check me for a fever. So I will see you guys at the end of April. I hope you all are healthy, happy, and safe. Bye.